This is true journalism, and right on time. People need to know this. It's not a service industry, it's a me industry. Greed seems to prevail. Always felt it was an inherent conflict of interest when both the buyer's agent and the seller's agent work on commission. They both have incentives to get the price as high as possible. Being a consumer, it sure feels like a lot of real estate agents are like used car salesmen. So these are the comments. I'm going to talk about a video today that was produced about 2 or 3 weeks ago on CBC regarding agents steering their clients away from for sale by owners and, painted a really bad picture for realtors. And actually this article or this video was sent from a really good client of mine, and I wanted to address it because I think currently now with news and any type of media, we have to fact check everything because they're trying to make some sort of broadcast, some sort of victim game, so they get clickbait followers and a whole bunch of different different views and stuff like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to debunk this video. So I'm going to actually play the video, and actually Chris is going to set it up on the screen here.
Almost blacklisted. Caught on camera.
This woman's not just steering, she's lying.
50 real estate agents, 5 hot markets.
Real estate agents were calling, but not to say someone wants to see your home.
No, they wouldn't offer to bring a client here.
Can you trust your real estate agent to lock the deal, or will you get locked out? You can't afford to miss your marketplace.
Your destination is on the left.
Look at the music.
We're house hunting.
Yes, that'd be great.
Hello.
Out with real estate agents who say they'll help us find our dream home.
More bright kitchen, big backyard.
But we're not actually looking to buy.
Down the highway close by.
No, you're not.
Hospital close by.
We're undercover. Hidden cameras rolling.
Could you
to
imagine?
see if they're really
Undercover.
representing you.
This is
or
crazy.
bending the...
Hi, Frank. How are you?
They're working with us because they think the system is rigged.
Is this legal that they can videotape this?
This spring,
This is the
Joanne
victim.
T put her house up for sale in Vaughan, Ontario, without a real estate agent.
April
We would
30th
like
was her listing.
to-
And that's money that you'd prefer to keep in your pocket.
That's right.
Sellers here are generally on.
And I get she's trying to save money on fees.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. If you can do the job yourself and save the money on commissions, then do it. But don't create a defamation of character of other professionals who are actually carrying the weight of the world for their clients through this whole process.
Come on, Steve, we know you don't do any work whatsoever.
But I'm a little bit upset with this, I gotta be honest. It's because it's such a bullshit story. Keep
the
this all
hook
in.
for 5% commission, half to the listing agent, half to the buyer's agent. On Joanne's house, that's about $75,000.
Nobody gets paid
It's a
5%
lot of
anymore.
money.
It is a lot of money.
That's
Joanne is saving on a listing
Nobody gets
agent
5%.
by paying a couple of $100 to a discount brokerage, which lists her house on MLS.
Oh, what
By
do you
being
list
on
house on
MLS.
MLS?
So that's what she did. A set fee, a nominal fee, and then she gets access to MLS, but zero service. So basically, the seller's got to negotiate between herself or theirselves directly to the realtor and the realtor's buyer, or directly to a buyer, either or.
Oh, wait, what can go wrong in that situation?
A lot.
No, I meant in terms of the listing. Like,
A lot, yeah, yeah. Well, you got zero service, right? So you're selling the most valuable possession of your life
Right.
that you own,
Right.
and this is the first time you're doing it. Anything you do for the first time, you're going to learn from a lot of mistakes.
You'll
And I-
point out the mistakes.
Yeah, and I'll point them
And by
out.
being on MLS, buyers were going to see your listing.
Right. And say to their agent, I would like to see this house.
She's offering buying agents 1%, a hefty 14 grand for them. Overall, her plan to sell on her own will save her about 60,000 bucks.
Dramatic, right?
But after 6 weeks on the market,
How's it going?
Not good. Not good.
Were they calling?
Oh, they called. They called a lot because they want us to sign with them. They want us to list with them.
So I get it. So realtors are calling for sale by owners. This is how we used to get business. Like I used to do this. I'd call a for sale by owner, and I wouldn't be a prick about it. I would say, hey, listen, I'm just giving you a quick call. I know you've been in the market for six weeks. We're in the hottest real estate market of the year. What do you think's holding your house back from selling? Like, it's just an honest question. And then she might say, well, you guys are steering in a different direction. Well, How about if your house is $300,000 overvalued in this area? Is that an issue? But if we can get you on the market in the next 7 to 10 days and get you sold, would that be an issue if you listed with us? So like those are our scripts that we went off. So there's obviously agents calling to see if they can get her signed up. But a lot of the agents that call are actually good agents, right? That actually get the job done. They'll be happy. They'll get moved on depending on their time frame, right?
Wouldn't that be a good thing to do to help her in this situation? Because
Yeah.
you see her house is not moving?
Listen, I'm not defending all realtors.
Right.
There's some that are real assholes. There's going to be like really rude, unprofessional. It's there. I know that.
Right.
But I would imagine a fraction of the realtors caller actually were generally concerned about her not selling. Because the longer you stay in the market, the less money you get, right?
We're in one of the hottest buying times of all times.
I love how
And the
they're
real estate
spaced out.
agents
It
were
looks like they've
calling,
had a
but
measuring
not
tape
to
between
say
them.
someone wants to see your home.
It's
No, they
exactly
wouldn't
like
offer to
6
bring
feet and
clients
2
here.
inches.
What's going on?
I reached out to an agent and said, what is wrong with my listing? His words were, no agent is going to come. Under no circumstances, no agent is going to come to see your house.
Were you left with the impression that your house was almost blacklisted?
Absolutely.
It's bullshit. And I'll tell you why. We're in the hottest market ever seen in my history in real estate, right? Okay, and I think probably all the realtors have been doing it for 30 years. This is the hottest we've ever seen it. You cannot disguise a property that's MLS from your buyers, and nor do you want to. Because if you have a good relationship with your clients, what are you going to say? Oh, you can't see that's property? No, if it's priced right, you're going to show it and sell it. You're going to take a hit on commission. That's fine. You have a client for life. Sometimes I do deals for clients that I don't even get a commission at all. I remember one client, I just sold their house last year. It was a custom built. He called me, says, hey, I'm kind of working with seller and this and that. And what do you think? I said, give me the information. I'm going to write you this offer up for free. No commissions attached to it. I'm going to make sure you get this house because I know you're going to make a ton of cash in the future. I thought I was nuts. I said, give me all the information. Maybe they thought there was going to be some sort of, backtrack like Steve's trying to get some money in the back end. Absolutely zero commission. I wrote the whole offer out, wrote all the conditions. I screened everything for them. Got them the property at $475, a tear down lot in Mimico, in the Mimico area, right? So, and then we sold the house for $1.6 million last year. But he was going to back out of the deal, and I pushed him. Just do it. You're gonna do well. Just do it. Just make sure you secure it. But anyway, so that's talking about that. If we have a good relationship with clients, you don't hide stuff like this.
So you're saying she's false for saying that the realtor is blacklisted her property because you would want to show people that regardless
But
it's on MLS.
but
you can stop them.
even if you don't want to show it,
Correct.
you can't hide it. Your clients they have access to everything.
Right.
House Sigma shows you everything.
If I want
Price-
access to that house, I'm telling you, Steve, I want to see that
Yeah,
house.
you're like, you call me, Steve, I want to see this house in Maple, because this house is Maple. Yeah, let's go take a look at it. For sale by owner or not, you're going to go show it. It is what it is.
Right.
And then I have to use my negotiating skills to negotiate a commission with her later. But if you're a good salesperson, you can come out of there doing okay, right? You may not get the full whatever you would normally get, but at least, you got your clients what you want. And this is not a bullshit tactic script. This is the truth. You get your clients what they want. You get paid a little bit of money, and you move on to the next transaction. And that whoever bought that house, that family, you did the deal. They know that you sacrificed what you normally would make, and this is a good relationship going forward. So we'll continue on.
That's how it was referred to me.
You could set up a beautiful home office here.
It's called steering, when real estate agents take their buyers to high commission
Steering.
homes and avoid
What a
low
clever
commission
word.
ones.
Look at this
They
guy.
like
He hasn't done a deal in like 15
warning
years,
that
and this is where they're going to ask for his
stacked
professional
against
opinion.
consumers.
If I go and want to buy a house and go to an
It's
agent,
true.
see,
The problem, he says, is the way commissions are paid out.
The seller pays the listing agent some amount. In Ontario, it's 5%. And then typically that's halved with the buying agent. So right away, red flags should go up. Like, what's that about, right? Like, the buying agent's supposed to be negotiating on behalf of the buyer.
those red flags don't go up. This system is so
So he says, oh, that's a red flag because the seller's paying the buyer agent a commission that shouldn't be. Well, instead of the buyer spending his marketing dollars on newspaper ads and nonsense, if you paid someone to bring buyers, they're going to come. So you're creating an incentive. You're buying a new car, you get $5,000 off if you buy this model. You're going to buy it. So this is what they're doing. That's what it is. You're creating an incentive for your house to sell. So as this gentleman's saying is that there's a red flag because the seller's paying directly to the buyer's agent. But the sellers never interact with the buyer's agent, zero. Because the selling agent won't allow it naturally. Right. And even with our ethics, you can't do that. I can't call the seller directly. If I'm a buyer's agent and there's a house that we like and the real estate agent's not answering the phone, the selling agent, I can't knock on the guy's door and say, hey, I got to get in here. Right. It's unethical. Right. There's so many laws that we would break doing that. But anyway, so I don't know where this guy's getting this info from. But
normal to us now.
It's been normalized.
This is CBC, guys. Like,
Another
people
thing
watch
that's been
this.
normalized,
This is a natural,
real estate agents
a national station here that people watch this and believe everything.
Yes,
Look how serious they are.
Just
look at that
check out
face.
what we find when we
Trust them.
I'm telling you, look at this guy's, look how serious. Like this guy's right. And this could go on forever, but we'll provide the link to this video. So let's reframe what's happening here. So basically, seller lists their property through a discount brokerage that allows access to MLS for a nominal fee, but zero service. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. She wants to save money, do it. That's nothing wrong with that. But also now that the CBC's created a character, like us real estate agents, that we're not doing our job, or we're steering our buyers in a different direction and creating a defamation of character towards realtors. Obviously, in every industry, there's going to be the good, the bad, and the ugly, let's face it. But ultimately, there's no reason why this agent steered away from this house only because it was grossly overpriced. And the problem is the news broadcast station didn't mention this. So I found the house just based off that picture that they had there in the video. And I kind of did as research when she listed and when they sold, and kind of give you an idea, paint a picture of this, what happened. And we'll have this on the screen here. So it's a 4+1 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 30-foot wide lot by 140 deep. And remember, we make our money on the width of the lot, not the depth. It's always the width. The wider the lot, the more expensive the houses are, the pricier the lot is. So we got to remember that. The house is under 2,500 square feet. It's on the small side because it's they put a 1-car garage. It's actually a 1.5-car garage. And that's it. So that's basically her house. Unrenovated. They did some hardwood back in the day, but everything will need to be, renovated at some point, at this time now, rather. So when they initiated the listing, and this is when you hire people that you hire an agency that has zero service towards the selling agent. So they originally listed the house at $14,750,000. Okay, so naturally, no buyer is going to probably see this house for the first week because no one's going to buy a 4-bedroom detached in Maple for $14 million, right? That's a steal. Yeah, right? So $14 million. So obviously they corrected that to their list price at $1,475,000, and that was in April 30th of 2021. That's when the list date went out. So $1,475,000 for a house that's probably 2,100 square feet in Maple area. So I pulled out actual comps on the street that sold, and you got to remember the market, how it progressed. The market got better and more expensive as we went on with time. Even in today, we're in October, or November rather, it's even more expensive than it was, let's say, in July, August. So this property sold on their street. It was literally June 8th, 2021. This is a better house. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, okay? A larger size square footage, unfinished basement, but they listed at $1,030,000 and sold for $1,162,000. So same house, same lot, sells for $1,162,000. And this house was listed at $1,467,000. So it's $300K over market value at this time. And this is June, so the market would have progressed, right? So let's look at the next comp here. So next comp is a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 39.37 foot wide lot. So it's a 40-foot wide lot, full double-car garage, larger square footage, and it's a better house interior-wise and everything. This was listed at $1,150,000 and sold for $1,260,000 in June 22nd of 21. And get this, this was listed with a discount real estate office also, where they would just pay a discount agent to list the property. And this one sold for $1,260,000, and it's a much better property. So let's go into the third comp. This one sold on the street, much better house, about 2,500 square feet, so about 400 or 500 square feet larger, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, finished basement, dual kitchen, and it's renovated. This one sold for $1,360,000 in May 16th, 2021. Okay, so, and it's a much better house. So if this house in today's market probably sold for $1,600,000, this sold for $1,360,000 in May. And she's at $1,475,000. And the last one we're gonna look at, the last comp, or like 2 more comps. The one on this other property here sells August 23rd of this year for $1,440,000, and it's a much bigger house, 2,600 square feet, bigger lot, bigger everything. It's not even the same category of housing. You can't even compare it as a comp. And then there's this last one that sold, and this one sold July 30th, which the lady's house here sold July 29th, so just a day after. This property is a better house, larger square footage. It's 2563 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Listed at $1.5 million, which was grossly overpriced at that time. Listed on the market for 21 days, and this is with a real estate agent, so like nobody was steering it away. It was 21 days on the market, so long period of time, and it ends up selling for $1,450,000. So they knocked off $50K off the top. And this was a renovated house, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and again, like almost 2,600 square feet. And this sold a day after. So, you know, when they released that news article, they were talking about it was 6 weeks in and nothing happened. So she ended up selling in 90 days, took a sale for 90 days. And I'm gonna say one thing, who was the victim? Someone that grossly overpriced their property, or an unknowing buyer buying an overpriced property and closing on it? Who's the real victim here? And I'll tell you this, and I'll show you the listing here. So basically the house sells for $1,465,000, which she killed it. Imagine, zero commission, or she must have paid one side of the commission, and sold for $1,467,000. Killer deal. And they were saying that buyer's agents that came in from out of town. So this is a non-member TREB member. So they have zero access to our board information. So this out-of-city agent does a deal on a property he has no information on and grossly overpays for it, probably by like at least $150 to $200K for this property. So who's the real victim? And it's unfortunate that CBC ran this video, and it shows that agents are this, you know, greedy beasts, and they're out there just to, you know, nick dollars off of everybody and not do a damn thing for their worth. I think they should retract that and actually do a fact check when they're, you know, going to release an article like this. And here it is, it's debunked. She was $300K overpriced that listing, and she sold it to an unknowing buyer that was from out of town that overpaid for the property. And I'll guarantee $1 million that there was issues on closing, or at least on the appraisal of this property, because I'm sure it's about 150 to 200K overpriced even at the sale. But she saved money and she made a killing, obviously. Took a little bit longer, a little bit stressed, I'm sure, but she did well. But the buyer didn't. So there it is, guys. We debunked the video regarding the steering of buyers from realtors. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment here. And if you like the videos, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you have any other videos that you'd like me to look into, and we can maybe run some effort behind them and see if we can debunk them, yeah, send them over. We'd be happy to take a look at them. Ciao.